How's everybody doing today? Here we have a 2009 Saturn Vue with 122,000 miles. Customer states they put in a new battery. Now there's a bunch of codes and lights on the dash. Customer mentioned stability track warning. Says they checked the fuses, couldn't find any issues there. Said the codes appear to be changing with each day that goes by. So we have a tire light on there, and we have a check-in. I'm assuming as you drive it, the ABS or stability track lights will be coming on, off and on. See if we can get it to do anything here. Get my seatbelt on. So no ABS or traction lights yet. Well, I just cut a UE there. I did hear some axle clicking in the left front. Alright, we're gonna get it back to the shop, read the codes, get this thing checked out. Okay, so I just took off from a stoplight there, and it felt like a misfire, and the traction control light and the traction off light came on. So that seemed to have come on as soon as I felt that misfire, so that could be associated with that. I'm gonna find a spot where I can do a sharp left and a sharp right, like in a parking lot, and listen for these axles to be clicking again. So right there is the traction. Alright, I'm gonna give it a little gas, see if I get to misfire. Yeah. Got a little misfire there. Let's see here. I'm gonna go right here for a left-hand turn. Hear that? Okay, now we're gonna go right-hand turn. Sounds like it's still on the left, so I'll check it out up on the lift. But you need a left axle. Let's get it in the shop. It's a little habit of mine. I always shut them lights off when you're doing a scanner or anything, especially on these Chevys. You can just shut them off to where you don't drain your battery down while you're diagnosing. Oh, I already opened it. Alright, we'll let the old Zeus load up here. Well, you can use some hood shocks. The customer actually asked if anybody made YouTube videos here, so I guess we'll be having the customer watch his video here. So you could use some hood shocks. Okay. See what we got going on here. Saturn. Do a full code scan. Engine misfire. Uh-oh, we got a lost communication with analog brake control module. But I didn't feel that until the misfire happened. We got an airbag code B0081. History, so that's not current. Lost communication with radio. Cylinder 4 misfire. All right, let's see what else we had in the let's see, ABS U3000. Refer to OEM repair information for code description. Let's look at these technical service bulletins. What's up?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's up, Gary?
No, go ahead.
What's up, Gary?
Make your video.
Just ask the question.
No.
All right, I'll be right back. Just had to go help out a coworker. So I don't think there's going to be any help in this technical service bulletin. So it should be pretty straightforward. Number 4 misfire. This is a 3.6 liter. And on these, we got 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. So this is the cylinder that's misfiring right here. So I'm just going to, and look, somebody messed with this because that's the back. I'm just going to unplug this, swap the coil from number 4 to number 6, and see if my misfire moves. And we got a couple bolts missing here. Probably put a couple bolts back in that for them. All right, we're gonna pull out this number 4 coil. Take a look at it. Okay, we do have some carbon tracking down in there. Get my flashlight here. See them black lines? That's carbon tracking, where the fire is going down the outside of the plug and firing outside of the cylinder. Now we'll take the spark plug out, and you're going to see those same black lines on the outside of the spark plug. See that? That's carbon tracking. So the fire is, instead of the fire going through the plug and coming out and firing in the cylinder down here, ouch, that's hot. It's coming down the side and firing, grounding out right there. So, likely the coil is okay. I would say this needs a coil boot and a spark plug, but I should have some. I think I'll be able to find a coil around here, test coil. Okay, so I am going to recommend a set of spark plugs and a set of coil boots for that carbon tracking. I couldn't find a good test coil that didn't have carbon tracking in it. And as far as the traction control lights that came on, I want to fix this misfire and see if it even happens again. Now, the code was for lost communication, so there may still be a problem, but that the traction control light came on as soon as it started misfiring. So I want to get this misfire taken care of, and we'll see if the traction control light comes back on at all. Dear customer, your frame is in pretty bad shape. Okay, so I just cleaned up the spark plug, cleaned the carbon tracking off of it, cleaned up the boot a little bit, and went and test drove it. I didn't get any misfires, and I didn't get a traction control light, so I think that we'll be fine with plugs and coil boots. And I don't believe that we will have an issue with the traction control light coming back on. But all right, now we just have to turn this in to the customer and see what they want to do. All right, I got the spark plugs and coil boots on there. Now the customer picked up their car and drove it while we was waiting on parts or whatever, and the customer had put the new battery in, but I had to jump start it when I pulled it in the shop, and so I figured, well, brand new battery's got to have parasitic draw. I tested the alternator, it's charging good. Did a parasitic draw, had like 27 millivolts, so that's good. Charged up the battery. See there, it's 99% state of charge, 32% state of health. So definitely has a bad brand new battery. So customer will need to go and get that warrantied out wherever he bought it from. Now I just gotta go test drive it and make sure that no ABS lights or traction control lights or anything come back on. And can't forget to do the customer requested serpentine belt. A couple little tins down in here. And this coolant hose that was not in there. Tidy it up a little bit for the customer. All right, just getting back from a 10-mile test drive. Zero misfires, no traction control light. So I'm now 99.999% sure that the traction control light was just coming on because of the misfires. So the customer should be good to go, just needs to go get that battery warrantied out. So, alright, I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.